pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hill. Buying time to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a draw play for Gurley. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Your score, Falcons 7, Saints nothing. Set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Saints.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flush to his right. For the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. A shotgun snap for Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the Falcons' 23-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3rd and 2. Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. On 1st down, Hill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Saints 0.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Third and long, it's Hill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
4th down.
Fourth down, Hill remains on the field as he'll go for it. So here we go on 4th. Hill. That's to his running back, complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw is Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep, Deontay Harris. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. 6-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
This nigga did something to the game. It was just working until he paused it.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bullock's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Dancing to his left. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hill on first down.
Oh, my fault. I seen you wide open. Wide open. I threw it to the wrong dude. Wrong dude. He playing man-to-man the whole game. Keep playing that man. I got some foul left.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Man, boy.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Ball man, it's been trying to steal my
trying to
defense.
get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hill. He
Told
throws
you,
and
ball
he
man,
hits the
this
slant
nigga quit
route to
stealing my
Thomas.
defense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a
Let me show you
pickup of
something that'll kill that
19
man.
yards on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Another Falcons.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first.
Put you team going on. Man, it's crazy. Team gone.
He was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. throw with Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Man, what the fuck?
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams
I got it now.
to start a half,
Run that man-to-man
other
this
teams
time.
just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Hill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That man can't stop.
Here's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, and the Saints get a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Kaepernick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Score Falcons 20, Saints 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Michael Thomas.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Hill. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Kaepernick now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
35-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Kaepernick looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. Bullock's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Hill. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
The 2nd down pass intercepted.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Tonight's final score.